Hello, people of the internet. I am Solrak Dragon, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. When we last left off, we had completely destroyed the boss of Sinner's Rise with the help of a phantom, who I sadly did not get to message as PlayStation Network put down afterwards. And we had went back to Majula and said we were going to start our next video with going down a certain path. Well, over the course, I decided to change my mind. Also, I would like to mention that there weren't 4 videos last week, as I promised. That's because PlayStation Network went down, and I just had a very bad week. So I decided to change where I was going to go. But first, I will show that I have cleared out a good majority of these mobs. They are not going to be respawning.
Souls,
I also fixed the audio issue. You will notice that if you watch my Kingdom Hearts playthrough. So I'm going to purchase first this giant stone axe with the soul of the last giant, because I can't really get anything else right now. So we are going to buy the giant stone axe, thank you, and we're just going to put that away for now. And item box. And another reason that this video has been delayed a bit is because of the fact that there has been a patch for this game. So I will take the time to read that. I have it up on my laptop, so let me just finish putting some stuff away, and yep, alright. I'll start reading the patch notes. I shouldn't have stood up. Alright, so version 1.10 was released February the 5th. Added a new character, the Scholar of the First Sin, no idea where they are. Added some item description text. Choosing to enter the Covenant of Champions will now allow enemies to continue respawning after defeated. It will also cause them to inflict more damage. We gain access to a new item, the Agape Ring. When players equip the Agape Ring, souls collected from kills during online play will be absorbed into the ring rather than the player. This allows player to control their online matchmaking experience. Got a little bit of lag there, but that's no real big surprise. Oh, come on. I thought I fixed the lag issue. Alright, lag's not too bad anymore. Let's go and kill those rats, I guess, as a true test of my lag. I mean, of the lag, see how bad it is. I really don't want to have to play with too heavy of lag. Come on, lag, settle, please. I don't want to have to put this video out with lag in it. And the rats are not going to respawn. Okay. So I'll just keep reading the thing. Increase the effect of Rusted Coin. All stones, which are for the Covenant of Champions, now drop more often. The Bonfire Warp Selection screen will now highlight the top 3 areas where players have the best chance to connect with other players. White Phantoms will remain for longer periods of time, will not return after a boss battle. Players on their first playthrough can now match with players on their second playthrough. Easier to match online in general. Invading players cannot use items to invite more enemies. NPC conversation text is now displayed more prominently. Can now choose to cancel the effects of human effigies at bonfires. Cannot take part in online play due to human effigy, made so players can still write signs. Imitation spell now affects normal enemies. Hush spell now more effective. Load times have been shortened on the PS3 only. Yay, I'm on the PS3. Calibrations no longer saved each time before the title screen. That was an annoyance. Fixed issue causing map name listed on saved ad and actual map name after loading not to match. Made it possible to skip the ending sequence the second time through and beyond. Remove the blur effect when looking through the binoculars. Rogue water, etc. have been fixed. They do not recover spell usage enabled more than once used. Made Old Iron King's crown effect function constantly throughout the game. Adjusted prices for Crown of Ivory King, his arms and his armor set. Fixed issue where the sign in the Iron Keep was not displayed as intended once the player spoke to Lucatiel in Harvest Valley. Corrected issue where nearby users cannot use bonfire effects at the Undead Crypt entrance bonfire. Adjusted the timing for Lucia of Lindell to become the player's enemy. Adjusted conversations for lighting Majula map from defeating the Chada to defeat the Throne Defender and Throne Watcher. To prevent invasion from defeating area bosses, made human effigy effect function in this situation automatically. Made it possible to reward items after defeating area boss if your inventory is full. For using Crushed Eye Orb if the inventory is full. In Black Gulch, made it possible to get the Forgotten Key after defeating a giant when the player has 99 souls of giant. In the Grand Cathedral, made it possible to receive the item you were supposed to get when talking to the sign or Oracle if your inventory is full at the ending. If you fulfill the conditions for Illusionary Ring of Conqueror or Ring of the Exalted. Inventory full, possible to get rings, possibly. And when laying down message in online mode, all available free fixes are now written in entirely lowercase. Wow, that was a mouthful. Anyways, outside of that, I have decided not to go this way first, as through some reading, I found that DLC-wise, going down would be the most wise in order. So, before I go down, I'm going to talk to the cat here, whose name I forgot.
Who are you again?
I forgot your name too, so that's perfectly okay, cat.
Oh, I'm not serious.
Oh, I kind of feel bad now.
You do have a rather pleasant scent.
Well, thank you, I suppose.
I'm quite fond.
We're gonna buy an item from her. We are going to be purchasing the Silver Cat Ring, which reduces damage from falling. Still getting a bit of lag here. I have checked, and it is lag on my computer's end and not the PlayStation's end.
Satisfied?
Hopefully, yeah, this is getting
I'll
some
be around
really
if you ever come back.
bad lag spikes. It has to do with my recording too, so I'm gonna stop this and come right back. Okay, I think I should have fixed it. I turned down the FPS for Fraps' recording speed. Hopefully that took care of the issue. But now that we have the Silver Cat Ring, let us read off what exactly it does. So it was here. Alright, Silver Cat Ring reduces damage from falling. Show the item info. Silver ring depicting a leaping feline reduces damage from falling. Legend has it that when cats grow old, a force brews within them, and they are reborn as something new. Huh. So I guess they are reborn as a ring. That's kind of sad, actually. We're gonna remove the stamina recovery speed ring just for a minute to equip the ring of falling. And we're gonna fall down this pit, so we want to align ourselves right, because we want to get as many items as possible. Alright, and down we go. Whee! Ooh, see, that's reduced fall damage. Imagine if we hadn't had that reduced. Just gonna take a drink of my flask there, and whee! No damage that time. Eros Lockstone, yes, that's good. Let's drop to where the message is, because I'm pretty sure this is the proper path to drop. Try a dash or jumping. Yeah, we want that item. So dash was circle, and circle with L3. Come on, here we go. Ooh, yeah, we got it. We got poison moss, 3 of them, in fact. Let's see here. Let's drop onto this ledge. A bonfire ahead. That's what we want. We want the bonfire. So let's drink this flask real quick and get moving. The Grave of Saints. Ooh, ominous sound. Alright, we're gonna light this bonfire. I'm pretty sure that we'll be ending up on the lower half of this for too long, so I'm not gonna bother dropping some more. Let's equip the Chloranthy ring and rest the bonfire, so we'll respawn here if we die, which we very well might. And we can get going now. Anyways, so might as well talk a bit about why... Ooh, he's alive. Why this week hasn't been exactly the best, and why I couldn't really record 4 episodes last week like I promised. Well, first off, on Sunday, which was when I was recording Dark Souls... Oh, being summoned as a Grey Spirit. I don't want to be summoned as a Grey Spirit. I'm not in any covenant to be... Wait, no, I am in a covenant. I'm in the Bellkeeper's Covenant. Huh. Well, that's unexpected, so... Let's see. What exactly are we doing here? But, while I'm being summoned, I might as well talk. So, because I recorded Dark Souls 2 on Sunday, and I'm sure you all remember in the video how I got randomly disconnected when I was a phantom in another player's world, helping them defeat the Lost Sinner. Well, it was shortly after that... oh, I can kill these things. Good. It was shortly after that that I discovered that... Well, it was after I had finished my recording, actually, that, oh, I'm attracting rats' attention. Why am I a helper spirit? I didn't... Hey! Why are you attacking me? Dude, why are you attacking me? Okay, oh. Okay, I see what this... I see what's going on. Drink my flask. And back away. Come on, stinking rats. I'm in the Rat Covenant territory. I thought that they got summoned as Gray Spirits, not me getting summoned as Gray Spirits. I completely forgot the the Rat Covenant's thing. Alright. Drink this flask. Okay, so this is not what I expected to do when I came here. Yep, we got more rats coming, I think. Out of the friggin' sewage that's coming down on me, but yeah, so it was after I had recorded for that session that I had to, shortly afterwards, I keep stammering on my words because I'm trying to focus on PvP here. And I think nope, I'm not dead yet. Drink the flask. Roll, roll. Come on. Ah, he rolled out of the way just in time. Come on, we can take him, we can take him. He's luring me to more enemies, I know this. Come on, dude. And he's down. That's what you get for summoning me, dude. I kill you. Ugh! Anyways, now that I'm no longer focusing, after I had ended, we got a Ferrous Lockstone and Silky Stone. After I had finished recording, I had gone to message the person when I suddenly got disconnected from PSN. So I said, okay, I'll wait, and a couple hours later, I was still disconnected from PSN. So I looked up, and it turns out that they were having connectivity issues. I'm not sure exactly why they were having the issues, but they were having the issues. So I couldn't record anymore that day because I only want to record when I am online. That way there is the chance of me being matched up with somebody. And we're back here. Good. Our flasks restored at least. Kill. And we know what to expect now as well. That's another plus for having been summoned, I guess. So yeah, I couldn't record any more that day, sadly, which meant that there was only 3 episodes last week, but it's alright in the end because I'm sure you all noticed that on Wednesday I did not post any videos. Well, that's because Wednesday turned out to be just like the worst day I've had in a very, very long time. Started off, I wake up in the morning, I get ready to upload my video when, lo and behold, my internet is not working. It's not, like, even connected. I can't connect to anything whatsoever. So, I look it up. Turns out, our internet bill was past due. So, they decided to disconnect us. So, I decide, my mom's in charge of the whole internet thing. So, I'm going to call my mom. I call her up, and she says, you got to take care of it. We don't have any money in our bank account. So, I then call up the cable company, because cable is in charge of our internet as well. And I try to get through. Turns out I'm not authorized on the account. So I call my mom again and talk to her, try and get her to take care of this whole situation, get me authorized on the account. She eventually gets me authorized on it, but by the time she does get me authorized on it, it's nearing time for me to get going to work. So and they say that if it's not reconnected by 10, I think, then it will take a whole day to reconnect. So, looks like I'm waiting until around, oh great, lag, and we're in a bad area. To get lag, bad area, I think. I'm pretty sure there's enemies nearby. Lag, stop, please. we got some homeward bones at least. And read the message, a dead end. Hopefully no emphasis on dead, please. Okay. Looks like it's settling down a bit. But, so, turns out we're gonna have to wait until later. Okay, yep, there are rats coming. And this is not a good time for rats, either. Okay, yeah, this is really bad. There we go. Did killing the rats fix the issue? It looks like it might have, actually. A bit. But, yeah, so... looks like we're gonna have to wait till 10 o'clock till I get home from work and school, which wouldn't be until the 7 o'clock hour at least to get internet. And I'm sure my brother was oh so happy about that as well, because he is homeschooled and he's on the internet a lot. Not only for schooling, but for games as well. Oh, there's a bonfire there. I'm not gonna rest there yet. I don't need to, really. Ooh, they keep falling out of the sky. Alright. So, that's the morning. I go to work. Everything's fine and hunky-dory. Nothing really bad. Nothing really good happened. It was just an average day at work. I told my doctor that I told the employer, who is a doctor, and my foot doctor, so technically I can call him my doctor, that I would have to take off early on Friday because I had an eye doctor appointment. Well, he said that's fine, so that's okay, all well and good, but around the time I'm leaving and when I get to school, I decide to check up with my parents, see if they took care of the internet situation on their own, and dang, this lag. Alright, lag be gone. Lag be gone for a little bit, I hope. But, so I called them and see what the situation's going on. Well, turns out that my day is only getting worse. Apparently, my grandmother had gone in for some testing and was diagnosed with stage 2 Alzheimer's. Early stage 2, thankfully, but still stage 2 Alzheimer's. And yeah, so this was not the best thing to get right when I'm going to school. So I was like seriously bummed out. I decided to spend, ooh, we got the Whisper of Despair and a torch. I decided to spend most of my first class looking up all I could on Alzheimer's, and my first class was also philosophy of love, bleep, and marriage. So that class always depresses me because I have not been that lucky when it comes to having a love life, sadly. Oh, come on, I'm being summoned again. But yeah, I haven't been all too lucky in having a love life, so that class just bummed me out more. And the worst part of it was that after that class, I had a biology class with a test. So I'm depressed. I found out my grandmother has Alzheimer's. I'm focusing on trying to figure out what can be done about it, all that kind of stuff. And there's a test the next period, so I can barely focus on the test. I'm like super distracted. I forget everything that I had studied about it, and it's just not good. So test ends, and I'm pretty dang sure that I just did horribly on that test. In fact, actually, I did look it up. I got a 58%, which is just barely a fail. I did better than I figured I would do when I'm in a state of depression, but still, that's not a good score for me, because it's a Fundamentals of Life Science 2 course, a very easy course. I should not have done that badly on it, but, well, depression, what can I say? But after the test is done, I go to the... Oh, I'm not attracting enemies. Oh, yes I am. There's a rat back there. But afterwards, I decide to go to the gaming club in school and just hang out there for a bit. I usually get cheered up there. I was still a little distracted, but it was much less, so... So I go there, and lo and behold, I see my friend who I hadn't talked to in months. I mean, she was like my best friend in a long time. The first real friend I've made in a while, and, well, she had been ignoring my texts and stuff, so I decided to confront her about it. Turns out, when I confronted her on it, she said, you know, Solrak Dragon, she said my actual name, not Solrak Dragon, everybody I want in my life right now is in my life, so I don't want to be friends with you anymore. And I had asked if she wanted to even be friends anymore because I don't really have the best self-confidence when it comes to those kinds of things. So yeah. So I lost a girl that I had considered my best friend in a long time that day as well. And that just bums me out even further. So I end up going to school. I mean, I come home shortly after that because I don't want to stick around because she hangs out in the back office, which is the name of the gaming club, pretty often as well. So I didn't want to hang around and be forced with that. So I come home and talk to my parents about the whole internet situation because, you know, I'm hoping maybe getting some internet time will help ease up my depression. So I asked them about it. The bill that has to be paid is 500 some bucks. Yeah, I have to pay 500 and some odd bucks for the internet. And this guy's dead. So I have to shell out 500 bucks of the internet bill because they are currently unable to. Alright, we killed them. Good. The lag was bad for them then. So we shell out the money. It's really, we only had 900 in our bank account because I only had 900 in my bank account because I had recently made a school payment and taxes were done. So I'm down to, so by the end of the day, I had no internet because internet wasn't down up until past midnight. So beginning of the day, I started out with no internet. Found out my grandmother had Alzheimer's. I lost my best friend in a long time. I had to shell out 500 some odd bucks. I failed a biology test. And, what was the last thing? Oh, right. I had a math assignment due that night that could only be done online, so I couldn't finish that one either. Thankfully, it was only for 1 point, though. But still, that kind of just made a bad day even worse. It was just a horrible day, which is why I didn't post anything that day. But everything's hopefully looking up. I'm talking to some of my older friends now a bit more, and my tax return came in, and my federal aid has come in as well, so that's good. So things are starting to look up. And I think I'm going to call this video here, because I honestly have lost track of time. And if I remember correctly, this is to a boss area. So I'm gonna cut it here. I've been Slorak Dragon. I do hope you've enjoyed, even with my depressing talk that was today. If you have, or if you haven't, I suppose, leave me some feedback in the form of a like or a comment, positive or negative. It doesn't really matter to me. If you want to check out more videos from me, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. And besides that, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Fantastic day, better than my Wednesday at least, and I will see you all next time.